Hey, David Liu here with another review of a drawing device sent to me from my gracious friends at XPPEN. They were kind enough to send me this beautiful device so that I may offer my honest thoughts and input on it, and I'm going to go over a brief overview of its features, visual design, and drawing feel. Visually, the Artist 22 is an incredible and sleek device with a very minimal visual presentation and really clean setup. I like the minimalistic screen design with no buttons or hotkeys, as I like to utilize my keyboard and toolbox in my workflow. The display has a built-in stand which can be removed if you'd like to install a different mounting device like a desk arm with a VESA mount. The bezels of the screen are also really nice and thick, running at about an inch. Adding the extra bezel helps with hand and arm placement when drawing closer to the edges of the tablet. Even with the added bezel, the device doesn't look clunky or take up too much space on my desk. Since I reviewed a device earlier this year, a smaller version at 15.6 inches, it was really cool being able to compare the drawing feel between the two. I'll be only comparing this slightly to Wacom Cintiq, since those devices have their own signature feel unique to that manufacturer. These devices are also double to sometimes triple the price for what you get compared to XPPEN or any of its other competitors. I have not personally used any Huion devices, so I won't really be able to speak for them in comparison to XPPEN, but from what I've heard, they're very close competitors. In regards to setup, this was very straightforward. You of course have to uninstall all previous device drivers from Wacom to have this run properly on your computer. After my setup was complete, I went into Clip Studio Paint to test out how this handled and tested out my favorite brushes. So yeah, it looks good, looks clean, looks sleek. It has only one cable plugged in to my laptop, which is very conveniently housed in a USB-C cable. How does this all feel? It looks pretty standard, right? Well, holy mother of tablets, this thing feels really nice. Usually there's a bit of flirting when it comes to using a new pen tablet display. Like the pen feels different, the screen's a little bit too smooth or not smooth enough, the parallaxing takes a little bit of getting used to, etc, etc. I was expecting at least half an hour of getting to know each other on this device, but nope, this thing was ready to jam like almost immediately. The subtle paper feel of the installed screen protector felt just right. The amount of grit and resistance on drawing my lines were just perfectly calibrated. That combined with a nice proper weight to the pen stylus and XPPEN's nibs, the drawing experience felt really luxurious. Like even compared to the smaller 16-inch screen that I reviewed earlier this year, this one feels more tactile, more buttery, like more responsive. It must be the type of screen that's improved or the size that I'm more comfortable with, but it just felt really good. The sensitivity was already default to my liking as well. I like to do an inky test page when testing out new brushes and new device inputs to get warmed up to a new muscle memory adjustments that I may have to make, but this was just magically instantaneous. I was able to dive immediately into some line drawing warm-ups without ever really feeling out of my element. The pressure sensitivity is also set to default, and you can see how well it picks up the different pressure inputs on the screen. Overall, I'm feeling madly impressed with this device. I'm now even more curious about getting my hands on the 24-inch variation with a higher definition screen. If this Artist 22 feels this good, I can only hope and expect the same drawing feel on their larger model. This device's MSRP is set at $499, with the closest Cintiq model at a Cintiq 22 HD has an MSRP of $1,199. This model also looks nearly identical to the Cintiq 22 with the same installed kickstand and minimal interface and matte finish screen. Identical. And it costs almost triple the price. And what's even crazier is that this Artist 22 from XPPEN is on sale for the holidays at $399. And XPPEN is also known to have random sales throughout the year for their products and devices, which is usually a really rare sight to even see any kind of discount from Wacom whatsoever. I guess something that's not an entry-level device. To be honest, I've had to send in my Cintiq 32 back to Wacom twice for manufacturing defects on the screen, and I'm pretty sure these defects will return even after I get it repaired for the second time. That device costs over $3,000 and it's their flagship model. I could arguably purchase this XPPEN screen 6 times before I reach the cost of a Cintiq 32. Just the sheer thought of that blows my mind. And if the pen and drawing feel of this device feels this solid, this effortless, and at this price point, I think we may have an actual contender in the digital display drawing arena. If XPPEN keeps up this level of quality in their products and continues to evolve, we may actually have a legit Wacom killer. Anyways, I hope this information helps inform you if you're in the market for a new digital display. There are a lot of different options available on the market for all different price ranges and qualities, some better than others, of course. This device retails for $499, but it's currently on sale for $399. I'll leave links for you to check it out. They also offer a similar screen at 24 inches if you want something a little bit larger, as well as smaller offerings if you're looking for something a little bit more compact and portable. I know I like my minimalist design when it comes to these screens, but if you're wanting something also with hotkeys and dials, they also make those as well. So yeah, let me know if you have any questions about anything I may have missed. Thanks for watching, and thank you XPPEN for sending me this device for use and review. I'm incredibly grateful, and to everyone, Merry Christmas and Happy Holidays.